Welcome back to the O Show, everything crypto and NFTs every day. I'm your host with the most, WendyO, and today we're going to be talking about Cardano failing. Is price going to nuke soon? What is actually going on? It's actually a pretty funny story. We're going to cover it. We've got a lot to go over today. Of course, we're going to talk about Bitcoin price action. Everything was dumping yesterday. Everybody was losing their absolute mind. And we're going to talk about Ethereum hitting $3,000 again. Hopefully it's Ethereum season. Hopefully. And my play with Ethereum converting, I bought about 20 to 30 ETH at about 1700 is actually working out pretty well. So I'm happy. Hopefully we get that $10,000 Ethereum. My hair is just not doing what I need it to do. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's raining. I'm not exactly sure, but it just feels like, ugh. I don't know. But anyways, there's a lot to talk about. And Elizabeth Warren is absolutely feeling the pressure, which is fantastic. And I can't wait to discuss that with you. And the lengths that these public servants will go to lie to you, you should be concerned. You really should be concerned because it's actually embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for them. So we're going to talk about all of that and more. Also, too, talking about the election, because it's election season, you know, it is grifting season, all of that stuff. I'm voting for pro-crypto candidates. Why am I voting for pro-crypto candidates? Well, I want to have a crypto candidate because they're more like-minded and appreciate some of the things that I appreciate. Also, too, we've seen an unjust war against crypto. That's a problem with me. It doesn't sit right with me. So we do talk about pro-candidates on this channel. I'm also kind of a single-issue voter right now for the most part because I'm a true believer that if you have access to more money, then you have access to better products and services. Unfortunately, when we talk about politics, there's one issue. There is one issue that people don't seem to compromise on. That impacts half of the population. And health, when it comes to healthcare, it's a very slippery slope, a very slippery slope. A lot of people don't seem to understand a lot of things. They don't care about caveats. So I think it's important. I think it's important to talk about those things. But we're not going to do that too much on the channel. I just want somebody pro-crypto. That's all. That's all I care about. Anyways, let's get into it. So this story is funny. We're going to go through it. But apparently, Charles H. tweeted this. Arthur, why are you throwing shade at Cardano? I like you, man. Arthur Hayes said, because your coin is a piece of S, man. I like you too, many, regardless of the price of ADA. Just buy some ETH and chill. So shout out to Arthur for pumping our bags. Also, too, this is absolutely hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Charles and I had some beef. I want to say it was last year. And he absolutely dragged me on the internet. And all his community dragged me too. And it was simply because I had a Bitcoin Maxi on the channel and they started trashing Charles. I let him finish because I'm not going to interrupt and blind. First off, I don't defend anybody. I really don't. In most cases, I don't. Especially boys. Boys should be able to hang with their own. But I don't really defend people. Like I'll say, you know, I don't agree with this for why, and I'm not going to step in and be your white knight. I'm not going to do that because if the tables were turned, you're not going to do that for me. You're not going to put your reputation on the line for me. So I like to let people talk. I don't have a problem with Charles, and I don't have a problem with Cardano and ADA. I hold ADA. I have Cardano NFTs. I think that the ADA ecosystem is awesome. I think that they're doing some cool things over there. I hope to see more from them. But this feud is just really funny because they dragged me. They posted a clip of me and made it look like I was a specific type of way, which wasn't true, but nobody cared. The internet didn't care. So this is funny. I love to see it. I love to see the big boys play. But anyways, apparently Arthur Hayes, if you guys don't know who Arthur Hayes is, and if you've never been liquidated on BitMEX, those were the good old days, man. Those are the good old days. That's who Arthur Hayes is. He is he's the co-founder of BitMEX, and he is an absolute Chad. Now over here with this, he says, for all you ADA believers, what dApp on the list originally launched on Cardano or has Cardano offering that is heavily used? From my very limited knowledge, it looks like none of them do. That's why ADA is dog S. Charles, please educate me. Yahtzee. So, and I like Dan too. Dan's awesome. He talks about Cardano a lot. Again, I don't have a problem with Cardano any way, shape, or form. And shout out to Masari. But apparently this is the state of Cardano Q4 key update. Ecosystem growth came from both more established protocols like Miniswap and newer ones like Indigo Protocol. So as far as what Arthur is saying, I don't really play around too terribly much on the Cardano ecosystem. I am more of a Ethereum Solana gal. But I've got the Cardano wallet that starts with the N, and I got some NFTs there, a little bit of ADA. And yeah, I'm looking forward to making some money on ADA. Looking forward to making some money on ADA. But I just think it's funny. I love to see the big boys play. So is Cardano price going to fall? I don't know. Let's take a look. And if you're watching, make sure to smash a like. That helps support me and the channel. Because we love to cover a lot of hot topics. We love to push buttons. That's because I'm a shock jock as well. And that's part of my job. And again, one of the things I'm going to say is this is all funny to me. So this is a weekly chart with Cardano. Honestly, taking a look at Cardano zoomed out, to me, this chart does look pretty bullish. Pretty bullish. We are above the EMA 200, which is absolutely fantastic. And just as long as we hold that 58-cent area, we are good. But this is actually a pretty bottomed out chart. This looks really nice. For me, the accumulation was really at about, we're still in accumulation mode. 67 cents to about 22 cents. That's accumulation mode. And I do anticipate Cardano will do make some nice gains, at minimum $1.20 in the cycle. And I know some people might think that's a little bit, that is a little bit conservative, but let's face it, when we do take a look at Cardano's ecosystem, or excuse me, not their ecosystem, but we take a look, let's go ahead to CoinMarketCap. Let's take a look. Where is she? She is number 7, or excuse me, number 8. I can't read, but she's trading at number 8, or listed at number 8. Price is currently 58 cents. As far as a market cap, it is 20 billion. And then this is going to be the volume, and this is going to be the circulating supply. So I don't know, it would take quite a bit to pump this, which is fine. But at the same time, it's a larger cap coin. The larger cap coins are not going to move up as fast as some of the smaller stuff, okay? And there's so much competition being done. Way, a lot of it. Way, a lot of it that didn't make sense. My mind is in a million places today because I'm dealing with traders. I'm dealing with a bunch of traders this weekend, which is funny. I don't really care anymore. I can't wait. There's like a very small period of time I have to deal, like in the next month, I have to deal with like a couple really annoying things, and then I can be done with many issues. But anyways, in order for a lot of the larger cap stuff to pump, you need to add a lot of liquidity to the market. And even though we're starting to see a lot of money coming in, we're not quite there yet. No, I will not be touching on that video. If you want to go back and watch it, you totally can. But this is a live stream. We're discussing news. So if you're brand new here, thank you for being here. Smash a like. But I've got a lot of news things to touch on. If you want to join my coffee club chat on Telegram, it's token gated. You're more than welcome, and you can ask me questions there. But yeah. Doing your own research is very important. And I always advocate for all of you guys too. And I appreciate you all being here. But taking a look at the crypto market cap, oh my gosh, what's going on? Oh no, oh my. We're having a bit of a drop over here, which is okay. Sia coin, that thing is still up, which is crazy. It's still around, which is awesome. BNB is up. It's up and it's on over there, but it's interesting to kind of see what is going on with the market. And now let's go and take a look at Bitcoin, because we got to take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still trading very strong. Okay. Really strong. We are trading between approximately 53,000 and about $50,000 over here. And this is a nice range. And again, even if we break down below the support area at $50,000, even if we went all the way down to 46, I would still be bullish. Very much bullish. The reason being is because we were above the EMA 9 on the weekly. Okay. Taking a look at market cipher and MACD, they're neutral. They're okay. So taking a look at the daily chart, well, looks like that we are in fact going to break support over here at about $50,000 and retest this area at about 48. Okay. About 48. Yeah, we're just going to get you out of here. It's so funny. Like, this is the thing. I don't like to be mean to people, but when people come for me and then I can see their profile picture, I understand why they like to bully. I totally understand why they like to bully. Why do they like to bully? Well, I'll explain to you why. When you're insecure, sometimes about your appearance or about other things about yourself, or maybe somebody was mean to you growing up, it's nice to take that aggression out on other people so you don't have to look inside and deal with that. And it is what it is. But unfortunately, we don't tolerate bullies on this channel. And I keep the same energy with you guys that I keep in real life. And we will continue to do that because it's fun. But anyways, I'm a shock jock. This is my job. But now taking a look at Bitcoin, this is a pretty nice consolidation range that we've had. between approximately 53 and about $50,000. $50,000. And again, even if we broke down and we were trading at about 48,000, I'm still bullish. Very, very much so. Even 46, I'm still bullish. Okay. Now, taking a look at the 12-hour chart, 12-hour chart is still consolidating strong. And on the 4-hour chart, we're really, really fighting to sustain here at about $50,000. But again, we've got really heavy resistance at about $52,000. So for me personally, I'm chilling in my spot positions. I'm happy. I am here. I think everything is fantastic. And just a friendly reminder, we are partnered with CoinCatch. There is no KYC. If you want to short ADA, you can go ahead and do so. If you want to if you want to long Bitcoin, you can go ahead and do so. And you can do it spot. You can do it all spot. You do not have to do it with leverage. Or you can simply dollar cost average, whatever it is. They have copy trading, all kinds of stuff. But use my ref link, not your keys, not your coins. And I've always read the terms of services, okay? So that being said, when you support me with my ref link, you support the channel. That helps to go to payroll. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this next story. This video right here, this is from Michael Saylor, and we're going to watch this. We are going to watch, actually, I'm not going to watch it with you. Actually, no, we are going to watch it. And the reason why I want to watch it with you is because I think that this is absolutely ludicrous what this man is saying. Not only is this irresponsible what he's saying, but it's unfortunate that so many Bitcoin maximalists and so many people idolize this guy. He's just another rich guy from a big corporation, got into Bitcoin to grift, got lucky, good for him, super happy for him. But at the end of the day, these people do not have the same type of, what he's saying is not for you. He has liquid assets. He has liquid and illiquid assets. He's got a whole entire business. So the whole reason why he wants to continue to buy Bitcoin is because not a lot of risk for him. Because what these people do is when they accumulate a lot of assets, sometimes they take collateralized loans, sometimes they take loans out, sometimes they borrow, they do all these things. And these people with money, they get access to better products and services than we do. And this happens in the traditional finance. So basically what he's doing is he's grifting alongside Bitcoin. And he's advocated for people to take mortgages out of their house and do all these ridiculous things. First off, we're in a damn recession. So I don't know about you guys. I don't know how many people are interested in taking out a second mortgage on their house or refinancing to be able to go buy more Bitcoin. It sounds absolutely ridiculous considering how expensive interest rates are. Ooh, that's super cute. But it's absolutely absurd. And one of the things I want to remind you guys, don't get too caught up with the FOMO. You're going to hear a lot of people talking a lot of stuff like me. I'm excited. I'm bullish. I would absolutely love to see Bitcoin hit 250,000 this cycle, Ethereum 10,000 this cycle, etc. But that doesn't mean it's going to. Just because you want the market to do something doesn't mean the market cares about you or your opinion. It doesn't. That's not what that means. So that being said, let's go ahead and listen to what Michael Saylor's talking about here, because I'm sure everybody's gonna be buying all this Bitcoin because of what he's saying. But let's hear it.
Let's talk about your existing holdings. As I mentioned in the intro, now worth around $10 billion. You have paper gains of about 70% or so.
And when we talk about his Bitcoin holdings, most of this is MicroStrategies. It's not his, it's a business. And he can hide behind that business if something goes awry.
A lot of people would like to see that sort of return. At any point, would you sell? When would it make sense to take profits there?
Well, I've famously said I'm going to be buying the top forever. Bitcoin is the exit strategy. It is the...
How is Bitcoin the exit strategy if you are not taking profit?
The strongest asset. So what we see right now is that Bitcoin has just emerged as a $1 trillion asset class. And it's alongside names like Apple and Google and Microsoft. But the difference between Bitcoin and the Magnificent Seven is Bitcoin's an asset class. It's not.
Bitcoin is an asset class. It's not a stock. So Bitcoin could be an asset class all at once, but it doesn't mean that price is going to sustain. It's a volatile asset. Okay. It is a very, 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 very volatile asset. And I think it's very irresponsible for him to be speaking like this on mainstream TV. If you want to hear the audio, you can go to YouTube.
Company. There's not enough room in the capital structure of those companies to hold 10 trillion or $100 trillion worth of capital. So Bitcoin's competing against gold, which is 10x what it is right now. It's competing against the S&P index. It's competing against real estate, $100 trillion plus asset class as a store of value. So we believe capital is going to keep flowing.
Just because capital keeps flowing into a particular asset doesn't mean you should hold forever. Okay? Does not mean you should hold forever. It's very, very dangerous what he's saying.
from those asset classes into Bitcoin because Bitcoin is technically superior to those asset classes. And that being the case, there's just no reason to sell the winner to buy.
There's no reason to sell the winner to
buy the losers.
To buy the loser. Okay, so let's break that down for you. We are in a current state with extremely high inflation. When inflation goes up, when interest rates go up, that is transitory because those can be manipulated, okay? That's totally fine and dandy. But the cost of goods and services do not go down. The cost of housing does not go down. The cost of bacon doesn't go down. The cost of milk does not go down. Those remain high. Okay, and we're talking about buying a house. Those interest rates, what are they, 6 to 8%, depending on what your credit score is? So if you have to sell your Bitcoin to buy a house, to pay your bills, to put your kids in school, whatever that is, whatever your family needs, you do that. Do not listen to this garbage where people are holding on to this forever, okay? Bitcoin is not, and like even if you go back and you read the white paper, P2P digital cash. Bitcoin is a hedge against the US dollars, but at the same time, you can do whatever you want with it. Do not hold just because everybody else is doing it. If you need to take profit, you take profit. Some people have medical bills. Sometimes they are starting a family. They want to buy a house or they're struggling. They want to pay off debt. That's what Bitcoin is. And that's why we push the moonbag strategy so hard. The reason why we push the moonbag strategy is because we want you to live your best life. And you don't have to sell all of your Bitcoin, but you could sell a little bit of it if you need to. Like I bought the first portion of Bitcoin at $7,500. And we're trading now at about $50,000. You best believe I'm going to be selling some in this run. There's real estate I want to buy. There's things I want to do for my daughter. I need to act in the best interest of my family. That's just my opinion, but y'all can do what you want to do. But again, I don't like this. I think it's okay to take profit. I think it's very, very much okay. Good morning, everybody. We got 500 people in here. We need about 500 likes. Smash the like, get those up. Get it up. TikTok is shilling me absolute garbage, which is hilarious. All right, let's talk about Solana. Woo, Solana. All right. So Solana DeFi tops 2 billion in value, locked for the first time since June 2022. TVL is total volume locked in DeFi, and it just passed the 2 billion mark again. DeFi Llama shows the exact figures, and yesterday the amount of money being used on DeFi apps running on Solana was 2.062 billion. The last time it was so high was back in June of 2022, and today has dropped below $2 billion. And that's because people, they love to, do this and do that and stake and unstake and bridge and your mom and this and that yield. And DeFi is awesome. So this is cool. This is good news. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at Solana price action. I'm curious to see. And also, too, the CoinCatch ref link is going to be in the description. If you would like to support me in the channel, go ahead and use that. It's fun. It is fun. Let's see where Solana is. I have Curve on here. I have no idea why. That is a complete trash of a coin. What the hell is this? I don't know what that is. Oh, that's the price of Bored Ape Yacht Club. That's funny. Anyways, let's go to Solana. Solana is currently broke down below support. Yikes, that's not good. We're currently testing the EMA 100 here, and we'll probably, hopefully we range in this area so people can get a little bit of, I think it's time. This is hilarious. Oh my God, this is the funniest comment ever. Oh my God. I think it's time that you give back to people. Send me some money and some coins and some likes. John, you're a grown man. Act like one. Oh my God. Kelly Crypto, I need you. There's grifters on TikTok. Oof. That just gave me the ick. That totally gave me the ick. Oof. Anyways, with Solana. It would be nice really for us to kind of consolidate in this range between 82 and 101. That would be nice. I'm taking a look at the 4 hour. She's not done dropping yet. But one of the things I don't like about the 4 hours, we did drop below the EMA 200. We do really need to get a move back up about 104. But again, we've got some heavy resistance at 109. So price isn't looking too terribly good. And hey, maybe this is the massive pullback we're all talking about. I actually want to take a look at Bitcoin again really quickly. See, she's just cold chilling. She is cold chilling in this support resistance area. This little thingamabobber. I actually wanted to note these lines, different colors. Where is it? Oh, why is Isn't it letting me? I don't know. I don't have time for this right now. But anyways, if Bitcoin drops to 48,000, we're going to see a big correction with altcoins, which is nice because you'll be able to get into more stuff if you decide to do so. Anyway, some news about Stellar Lumen. So Stellar's Protocol 20 is officially live. We had talked about this for a while. They laid the groundwork, hitting major milestones along the way, but this is just the beginning. Phase 1, it looks like they have 3 phases, phase 0, 1, and 2. For phase 1, rock solid stability. Phase 0, rock solid stability. Phase 1, rigorous testing, and phase 2, full scale production. Let's go ahead and read what this means and why it's important. So the upgrade brings Soroban, a smart contract platform, to the network for dApp development. Soroban offers scalability for a user-friendly experience for developers. Initial mainnet upgrade was delayed due to low risk bug in Stellar Core, which is now resolved. So that's awesome. So basically, we had talked about this before. This update was supposed to go live previously. They had some bugs in the contract, so they couldn't do it. My only gripe about this is like, how does this help bring the masses in? Because I feel like every single time we see all these updates with these projects, it just updates to the tech, but it's not really building something that people can actually use. So that's my only question. But other than that, shout out to the XLM community. Shout out. Now let's get into the next story over here. The next story. So again, you guys, Shrapnel, we talked about it yesterday. We are going to talk about it again because this is happening. They are also one of the partners of the channel. Okay. With this being said, with Shrapnel, if you are interested in gameplay, STX 1.1 starts tomorrow. It's February 22nd to the 24th. The dates or times are here. Basically, you get to participate and give feedback. Okay. And Shrapnel uses these events to make improvements to the game. So when you play the game, you get to give feedback and you essentially get to help them build the game. But only extraction pack owners can play. So if you do not have any raiders here to throw some of you dummies out. Anyways, only extraction pack owners can play. There's going to be missions and event exclusive rewards, and rewards can only be claimed if you complete the 4 missions during the event. And basically, when they went ahead and did this last time, they got 20,000 people to play, which is outstanding. Okay. Absolutely outstanding. So these are some of the statistics, the stats. 7 million Sigma extracted, 69,000 successful extractions, and 300,000 kills. So if you like gaming, if you like Web3, if you like Web2, if you want to have a say in what happens with the game that you love to play, you should take a look at Shrapnel. Their community will welcome you with open arms. Open arms. And again, they start tomorrow. Now let's talk about this. Ripple would certainly welcome an XRP ETF, Brad Garlinghouse. Oh, thank you, Brad. Of course, Ripple would love to have an ETF because they are bankers coin. They're more for traditional finance. They provide solutions to money remittances in traditional finance. So basically, Mr. Garlinghouse told Bloomberg Ripple would welcome an ETF based on the XRP token. He said that it is inevitable that there will be more ETFs around different tokens, and I agree with him here. Also predicted that we will see ETFs around baskets, which he believes will diversify the risk for investors. Grayscale, their trusts are kind of like baskets to an extent, like when they have an AI trust or they have a DeFi trust, etc. Those are also like a basket of different coins, tokens, etc. that they offer to the public. When asked if Ripple is currently in talks with ETF issuers, the CEO refused to comment. However, he reiterated the company's position. We think it makes sense for the XRP community overall. And this is actually a very interesting take, okay? And again, I'm very much opposed of the Bitcoin spot ETF. I don't like it. I don't think we need it. I think it's predatory. But at the same time, I'm going to grift along with traditional finance. And I think that you should consider that too, primarily being we want to make as much money as ethically as possible. Now, that being said, with XRP, with an XRP spot ETF, that actually makes a lot more sense because when we talk about XRP, it's essentially, it's a more centralized coin. And because they had that massive lawsuit with the SEC, it would actually make more sense for the company to transition more so to an XRP spot ETF for certain areas, especially in the United States. So I think that the company would do extremely well with that. I don't know exactly what that would look like because it's different than utilizing Bitcoin for the spot ETF, but I think it's a fantastic idea. I would be 100% for that. It makes total sense and it's very much on brand. And as far as Ripple price action goes, let's go and take a little look. Little looky look. Oh, it looks like she's going to retest 48 cents, which is totally fine. Again, if you want a short, you can use the CoinCatchRef link. Next on the roster. Oh, this is the clip over here. Y'all want to watch this? Yeah, let's watch it together. Why not? Let's let Brad cook. And shout out to Tony Edward. He's awesome. Good friend of mine. I was just on his show. Super great guy. Let's go ahead and play the clip.
Welcome an XRP ETF then.
We would certainly welcome it, and I think it's inevitable that there'll be, multiple ETFs around different tokens. And I think you'll even see ETFs potentially around baskets that also, I think, further diversify that risk.
Given there's so much excitement around the ETF dynamic here, are you in talks with the largest issuers, particularly BlackRock, to get this done?
I'm not going to comment on that. I know BlackRock has said some things publicly. We think it makes sense for the XRP community overall. Before the SEC lawsuit, XRP was the second most valuable digital asset. I think because of the headwinds of that lawsuit, we've now seen that largely abate. The long-term view on these things is about, how do you create utility and really solve real-world problems with these different digital assets? Bitcoin's doing that very well as a store of value. XRP and its dynamics around being very fast, very efficient, and low cost on a per transaction basis makes it ideal for payments. And that's where Ripple really has leaned into as a company.
Told you. Yeah, he pretty much said what I said, but a lot more eloquently and intelligent than me. But yeah, I think that it would be absolutely perfect for an Ethereum, an XRP ETF. XRP ETF. I know Cardano has a lot of GitHub events, but unfortunately Arthur Hayes doesn't think so. Now let's talk about vaneck. Vaneck's Bitcoin ETF records 2,200 volume surge in a day. As said in trading volume on Vaneck's HODL products seem to retail army-ish, one analyst said. So let's read about this a little bit, okay? So their trading volume pumped like crazy. The increased volume comes as Vaneck is set to reduce offering fees from 0.2 to 0.25. HODL has had the third largest daily volume between GBTC and IBIT. And again, you guys, I don't think the volume is going to stop anytime soon for the Bitcoin spot ETFs. And if you're holding Bitcoin right now, I'm not planning on selling any of my Bitcoin right now. I'm going to wait quite some time. I will be moonbagging it. And again, BlackRock is buying your Bitcoin. They are buying your Bitcoin. But that's just my opinion. Anyways, we got this story. Oh, I don't know whose that is. I'm not the owner of it, apparently. All right, let's get into this. So yesterday, Elizabeth Warren came out talking out the side of her neck like the trash that she is. And what she said is it's atrocious. She said, apparently the MAGA Republican machine couldn't find a single Republican in Massachusetts to run against me. So they brought in someone from Rhode Island who will have the backing of the GOP and special interest groups. First and foremost, John Deaton does not have backing from special interest groups or the GOP. He is not a MAGA Republican. Any way, shape, or form. So the fact, number one, she's lying again is not as it should just really, really frustrate you. Okay. And I hope that you all end up just doing your due diligence on John Deaton and you consider voting for him because he's not going to be taking the only type of money he's going to be taking. I know a lot of this is self-funded. And in addition to that being self-funded, of course, he's going to ask for donations. Why wouldn't he ask for donations? But Elizabeth Warren, why are you asking for donations? Your net worth is $67 million, I believe. You make $200,000 a year and your annual monthly income is $400,000 from all of the speaking and special interest and bribes that you do. And in addition to that, why are you asking hardworking Americans for donations? Why are you doing that? Our economy is in a crisis. Most Americans cannot afford basic necessities. We have the insanity that's happening in New York with them giving $10,000 cards to people that just kind of came over here instead of actually helping our own people. That's a problem. So I don't understand why you're asking people for money. And I don't know why you're lying. First off, Mr. Deaton helped, I believe, 75,000 XRP holders with an amicus brief. He fought for their rights, and I don't think he accepted a penny for that. In addition to that, he is a former veteran. He is a veteran, former Marine. And aren't we supposed to support our veterans? So I think you owe him a little bit more respect than that. But of course, you're not going to give him respect because you couldn't even give the natives respect. So be very, very careful who you vote for. And we will be supporting Deaton from the hood to the hills, baby. All right, let's get into this. This is a very, very scary bill. New rumblings on the Hill suggest Ohio, Sherrod Brown, is preparing to push S2669, aka Warren's anti-crypto bill, forward towards a committee markup and vote. So the Digital Chamber of Commerce sent this letter to Senator Brown today. Let's go ahead and read this. This is important. The CDC, Chamber of Digital Commerce, is urging Senate Banking Committee Chair Sherrod Brown not to consider the Digital Asset Anti-Money Laundering Act. And again, the problems with the I know I have a lot of fake accounts, but we're going to have to use critical thinking here, and we're just going to need to block them. And then we can also go to my website, CryptoWendyO.com, and verify my official accounts. We can do that also. And unfortunately, that's a problem that happens on all social media with every single person who's a content creator, and we're just going to have to figure that out. And I'm aware of it. There's nothing I can do. I own the trademarks for CryptoWendyO. I've tried to apply for a verified badge. They won't give it to me. So I don't know what to tell you guys. Anyways, the CDC claims that the act introduced by Warren could harm the entire digital asset industry, and it can. A lot of times what happens with these laws is they title the bills or they title the laws to be able to do something to where it's like, so basically Elizabeth Warren came out and lied and said that crypto is just for criminals. And they're calling this bill the anti-money laundering bill. And really that's not what it is. It's a lot more detailed than that. And again, remember with crypto, you can track our wallet addresses. Everything is public on the blockchain. So again, it's just a bunch of BS. But anyways, I digress. Let's get more. CDC founder says it poses a threat to U.S. and national security for the economy, and it does. It 100% does. The compliance requirements in the bill are impractical and unattainable, potentially erasing millions of dollars in value for startups. The Blockchain Association also expresses concerns and says that crypto assets represent a strategic advantage to the U.S. Warren's Act targets illicit use of crypto assets for money laundering and T-financing. Critics argue it exaggerates the role of crypto in illicit activities, and it does. They've actually done a study on it, and a lot more bad things happen with cash. But you can't track it. I know about the super chats. I don't know how to fix it. So I'll try. I don't know what to do. It just sucks. Being a content creator sucks sometimes because people want to support you and they can't because of these centralized platforms. But it is what it is. It's an honest living. Smash a like. Shout out to YouTube and shout out to TikTok. Now let's talk about this. Pro crypto super PAC Fair Shake received $4.9 million from Gemini co-founders Tyler and Cameron. Let's read why. The total cash on hand, $72.8 million. And the twins joined Fair Shake December 2023. Other founders include Horowitz, ARK Invest, Circle, Ripple Labs, Coinbase, Payword, Electric Capital Partners, Blockchain Capital, and Jump Crypto. But what is this? What is PAC Fair Shake? It's a super political action committee which supports political leaders and endorses blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies. Okay, cool. Cool. And again, it's a bunch of rich people, so I doubt they have our best interests, but that's fine. I'll take what I can get. Now, let's talk about this. This is from Mr. Eric B. Landon Stewart, who led the SEC's crypto unit and actions against Coinbase Ripple, is leaving regulators to join White and Case in the white collar division to lead a crypto group, the firm that advised Fidelity in the Bitcoin ETF. So let's read why. Let's read what this is going on. Okay. So might not be good. This might not be good. So they headed the SEC's first ever specialized crypto and cyber litigation unit. She led actions against Coinbase and was involved in the Ripple XRP legal battle and plans to develop a crypto and cyber defense practice. White & Case is one of the largest U.S. firms, and they're extremely predatory. And the firm sees Stewart experiences significant asset amid increased regulatory scrutiny in the crypto industry. So I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know if they're going to be attacking crypto or not, but I don't trust these people any way, shape, or form. And this is important information you should know. Hold on a second. I want to read through this again really quick. Yeah, we'll have to see if yeah, we'll have to see if this is good or not. I'm not sure if this is good or not, but Yikes. And this is exciting. This is our legal hour. This is from Mr. Jake. I love to read his takes on things, even though I don't agree with him all the time, but he's fun to interact with. So, crypto goes on offense in the courts. The lawsuit proactively challenges the SEC's unlawful attempt to seize power over digital asset markets it has no authority to regulate. If you thought the SEC could use litigation to bully the industry out of the U.S., think again. So this is nice. Let's go ahead and read this bill. Let's go ahead and read it, what it's about. Legilix and Crypto Freedom Alliance of Texas. So this is in Texas only. They filed a complaint against the SEC challenging its regulatory authority over crypto transactions. They advocate for responsible digital asset policies in Texas to foster innovation and economic growth while protecting consumers. The complaint seeks confirmation that transactions on Legix platform are not securities subject to the SEC's registration. They argue that the SEC lacks legal authority over most transactions and has overreached its jurisdiction. Lawsuit aims to end the SEC's regulatory overreach, protecting law-abiding businesses, and encourage a reconsideration of regulatory approach. Legix, I didn't say that correctly, but is a co-founder states the SEC's action to paralyze industry participants, hindering the development of lawful businesses and technologies. And they're 100% correct. 100% correct. We are in a time where we need, shout out to the Moonbag Mafia, but we are in a time where we need economic growth. We are not getting economic growth because we have this brand new industry, crypto, essentially an emerging market, and we are not able to do anything. People want to come into the SEC to register, but they don't get any response. People want to build businesses. They want guidelines on what they can and can't do. And unfortunately, we don't get that. That's not how it works. So I'm pissed, and you should be pissed too. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely. But anyways, it is what it is, unfortunately. It is what it is. So shout out to Texas for doing that. I wish California would do that, but they're not going to. I left a comment somewhere. Gavin Newsom would never. Yeah, because he just wants to oppress us all. But it is what it is. I need to fix how I can do super chats. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how. Gamer says, remember when they passed the Inflation Reduction Act and it was said that it was such a success that proves Bidenomics is working. These politicians have no idea how the economy works. This is a thing, you guys. Oh, CCC, gonna stream Shrapnel starting tomorrow. Good for you. Gamer also said it looks like AI coins are on the move again this week. When Gamer talks, you should pay attention. I'm gonna look at my super chats. Customization. Where's my monetization? Why can't I get super chats, YouTube? Redirect trailer, community settings. Yeah, this is dumb. I'll have to deal with that later. I'm tired. I've been lifting some big weights over here. I'm gonna add a fundraiser for myself. Anyways, let's get into the next story. Deep in the heart of Texas, Gala Games is nowhere near going away. Please. All right, Circle. We are discontinuing USDC on the Tron blockchain in a phased transition. Effective immediately, we will no longer mint USDC on Tron. Transfers and redemptions of USDC on Tron will continue to operate normally through February 2025. If you have USDC on Tron, you need to pay attention to this. As far as the notes go, there's nothing really exciting happening. All Circle said is they said the move is to ensure USDC remains trusted, transparent, and safe. Tron is kind of a hot mess to an extent. Like they're literally just a hot mess. Tron is an absolute hot mess. And they have USDT, so it's not really a big deal. You will see. I really feel like Circle USDC is going to be the stablecoin, the CBDC of the United States of America. And they're just kind of moving away from different types of projects. Justin Sun has a very, very interesting past. So that's just my opinion. I personally don't care. I don't really use the Tron ecosystem. So is what it is. 'Tis what it is. Not a big deal. Kind of a nothing burger. Oh, this is a cool story. So Coinbase, liquid death. The official highest bidder of the biggest ad ever is Coinbase with a final price of $500,000. This now buys them 7.5 times 10.6 of ad space on more than 500,000 cases of liquid death across the nation. National U.S. retailers where more than 200 million people walk through each week. Where's the SEC? Shouldn't the SEC go after them for advertising? Cool. I don't know. I think this is cool. Liquid death is cool. I mean, it's the right type. It's the right type of marketing base. So cool. Happy for them. It would be better on the can and the box, but cool. Happy for them. Also, to you guys, I am going to be at TWC, the World Conference. It is March 10th to the 8th. I will be there. I will just be there really on the 9th, I think. I don't know. But tickets are $25. So if you guys are interested in going, go buy a ticket, etc. It'll be fun. I'll be there. You can say hi to me. Also this. Just in, Jeff Bezos sells another $2.37 billion worth of Amazon stock with a total of $8.4 billion Amazon shares sold over the past 2 weeks. Basically, the billionaires are dumping on you. When they sell a large amount, that means they're dumping on you. Why? Because they don't care about you. I thought if the stock market was so strong, why are they selling? Why are all the billionaires selling? Anyone want to tell me? The SEC filings tied the transactions to a trading plan that Bezos had as a company insider. I don't know if that's legal or not, but anyways. Also, too, guys, the GOP privately expects government shutdown. Remember, we were supposed to have a shutdown and then we ended up not having it. But basically, a partial government shutdown looms if the budget isn't passed by March 1st, escalating a full shutdown by March 8th. So when we talk about the shutdowns and whatnot, basically all the government shutdowns, basically what it means is that they basically decide, I guess it basically a lot too. I'm thinking that I have to go on a run and go do abs because I'm chubby, but I don't want to. I'm incorporating more carbs in my life, and it's hard. I have such an unhealthy relationship with food. I've always had it my whole life. So I'm trying to eat more carbs and be okay with it and then not starve myself. It's a hard life. But anyways, basically what they do with the government shutdowns and they want to talk about balancing the budget or putting pushing these bills through so we don't have a shutdown. Basically says we want to spend more here, we want to spend more there, and we don't care what happens to the American people. That's basically what it means. Yeah, it is. I don't think, shout out to Six, good morning. I don't think Coinbase delisted Gala. I don't know if they did or not. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't buy my Gala there. Anyways, you guys, I'm going to get going. I have to run. I've got to do things. And I might have to wash my hair again because I don't like it. But I'm going to get going because I have to go pick my kid up early today. And then we have dance, which I thought we weren't going to have dance this week. And then we have open house. And I have to finish packing. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I don't think Cardano is going to dump like crazy, but I do think we're going to see pullbacks are just completely happening all across the board. Use my CoinCatch link. Use the Coinbase link. They are down below. Support the channel. Shout out to Squid Grow, Market Cypher, and Shrapnel. Bye. Bye-bye.